sure to enter into our Prop Bets contest for a chance to win $200. All you need to do is be subscribed to our channel, like this video, and comment below, and you're automatically entered in. One randomly selected commenter will win $200 if we hit all of our props. Good luck out there. Let's win some money. Welcome to the Props Ed Show presented by LineStar, your top 5 NFL player prop bets on the PrizePicks app for Divisional Weekend. Alongside Tyler Wiemann, I'm Shannon, Sommerville. Tyler, you ready for Divisional Weekend? We got 4 games on the slate, some good ones, both Saturday and Sunday, to keep your weekend fully booked with football.
Let's get divisional. I love it.
Let's go. All right, we've got your 5 best bets on the PrizePicks app. If you don't already have PrizePicks, make sure to download it. It's a great way to place your prop bets because it's legal in most states, so make sure to check it out. We do have a link below, and use our promo code BETFULLY, and you'll get $100 of your deposit match for new users. So check that out. Also, the tool we're using to find the 5 best bets is called the Props Edge Plus tool, and that is available on the LineStar app. You can check that out at linestarapp.com. Let's get into it. We're starting off with the game on the nightcap of Sunday. One of the more exciting games of the weekend will be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. As I last checked, the San Francisco 49ers are 3.5-point favorites. Cowboys coming off a huge win at Tampa. However, the 49ers have been rolling, and a lot of that has been because of Christian McCaffrey. So for our first prop bet, we're going 49ers running back Christian McCaffrey over 65.5 rushing yards. CMC is averaging 67 rush yards per game. He's gone over in 5 of the last 7 games. He had 119 rushing yards last week against Seattle. Absolutely bulldozed him. His strength is like superhuman. Sometimes you watch him just barreling through these defensive lines like it's a piece of cake. And then going up against this Dallas Cowboys defense is tough. All right. Yep. They rank 5th in rush defense DVOA. However, Christian McCaffrey's been unbelievable, and it's hard to imagine a situation where the 49ers are not going to look to him to get the run game started and really getting that offense fired up. What is your assessment of that 65.5 line?
Yeah, I mean, we know Kyle Shanahan wants the ball to run the ball. If it goes his way, they would run the ball 40 times a game. Without a doubt. And CMC is likely going to get as many carries as he can possibly handle. LineStar projection, 77.6. Dallas averaging 98.5 running yards to the running back per game. And really good running backs have gone over. The likes of Aaron Jones, Miles Sanders, Dalvin Cook, Travis Etienne, Dameon Pierce. All of these guys, Jonathan Taylor, Saquon, have all gone over. The guys that have gone under are Jonathan Williams, Hassan Haskins, David Montgomery, Darrell Henderson, Antonio Gibson. It's not quite the best guys like the ones that are going over. CMC is one of the best guys. He's going to go over.
He's like, I like to compare the San Francisco 49ers offense to a car in the Fast and the Furious. And Christian McCaffrey in that scenario is the nitrous oxide button that they press and they just go, boom, just like that.
Yeah, this offense with CMC and Kyle Shanahan scheming is just so amazing. And he knows how to put CMC in space.
Their offensive performance was the second best under Kyle Shanahan coached 49ers team last week against the Seattle Seahawks. Granted, it was against the Seahawks. The Dallas Cowboys are a much better defense. However, it just goes to show you this offense is firing on all cylinders, and Christian McCaffrey, a huge part of that, and they're definitely going to be looking to him too. So hammer that over. All right, next we're going to the city of brotherly love. We're going Philadelphia Eagles wide receiver A.J. Brown over 70.5 receiving yards. Brown is averaging 88 yards per game. That's 4th in the NFL. He's gone over in 5 of the last 6, including 95 against the Giants in Week 18. He also had 70 against them in Week 14. He is a wide receiver that plays like a linebacker. He's got so much strength. He's got that speed-power combo that makes him really difficult to guard, and he's a favorite target of Jalen Hurts. Now he's going up against a Giants secondary that has struggled this season. They rank 22nd in pass defense DVOA versus the opposing team's wide receiver 1. When you look at that number of 70.5 receiving yards, what's your assessment?
I just think it's a little bit low. We've seen with A.J. Brown is he doesn't really land on 70 much. It's either way over or way under. And I think this is a game that's likely going to be way over. Giants ranked 24th, allowing 160 receiving yards to the wide receiver. Most of that is going to go to A.J. Brown, the number 1 target.
All right. Next up, we're going to the Cincinnati Bengals-Bills game, and we're going Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow under 275.5 passing yards. Listen, we don't fade Joe Burrow very often, but this is a situation we have to capitalize on because Burrow's averaging 275.5 passing yards this season. He's gone under in 5 of the last 7 games. And when you look at the matchup here, Buffalo is a top 10 defense in terms of passing. And also, you got Joe Burrow having some offensive line issues. They've got 3 starting offensive linemen out in this game, so he could be under a lot more pressure. What's your assessment of the 275.5 line?
Yeah, well, first of all, I mean, Burrow's been under 57% of the time this year. And since week 3, there's only 4 quarterbacks that have been over that line against the Bills. It's 6 straight unders for them. Bills are allowing 231.8 passing yards per game. And Burrow, while he is averaging almost 280 yards in this matchup, I think just 275.5 is just a little too high.
All right, so lock those in. Those are our top 3 from our LineStar App's Props Edge Plus tool. Now, Tyler and I are each going to go head-to-head and pick our own props. It's not really a competition, but we can make it one just because it's playoffs and feeling extra competitive. Tyler, where are you going for a prop bet this week?
I don't think people are going to be happy with my pick. Everybody has made him to be a darling, but we are going under on Brock Purdy passing yards, 239.5. He's been under in 4 of 6 starts. He looked absolutely amazing last week, but that's going from one of the worst defenses in the league to one of the best. And if you want to talk a little more about his schedule, he has played some of the easiest defenses there are. Now, he has looked great. Do not get me wrong there, but he is against Dallas here. It is a much tougher task. Dallas is only allowing 228.1 passing yards a game. I think in this situation, it's going to be really hard for him to go over that number.
You got to admire Purdy's confidence and poise. However, the credit goes to Kyle Shanahan and his cheat code offense that Brock Purdy's just been thriving in. In fact, in their game against Seattle, Purdy only had 2 throws into tight coverage, with tight coverage being defined as less than 1 yard of separation, which A, goes to show you just the talent level of his receivers, and B, Kyle Shanahan's offense is
amazing.
Basically a symphony that he's written.
It really is. And Purdy has thrived. Quarterbacks really thrive in this system. I mean, he made Nick Mullins look great for a little while. So,
however, this is the time they're going to be facing a top
It's a tough task.
Defense. All right, for my prop bet, I'm going to Arrowhead and Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce over 77.5 receiving yards. Kelce's averaging 81.3 receiving yards per game this year. That's the best in the NFL. 81 versus Jacksonville back in week 10. He's gone over 90 in all 3 playoff games last season. In the playoffs, he's another guy who just takes it to another level. He's physical, athletic, he's big, great hands, and he also just has a really great understanding of the game, and he can sit back and kind of pinpoint the weaknesses of a defense. So that's going to be a problem for the Jacksonville Jaguars, who rank 32nd dead last in pass defense DVOA versus the opposing team's tight ends. To go even further, 14 of the 18 opposing tight ends that have faced this Jacksonville Jaguars defense, 14 of them have gone over their receiving yards prop. I've got to hit this over for Kelce. I think it's a good bet.
It's about time for Kelce to show up, too. He hasn't had a great last few games, but we know he's still the man.
He's absolutely the man. And in playoffs, I think, maybe they're playing a little conservatively towards the back end of the season and trying to rest up for... Hey, they're the Super Bowl favorites, so...
Yeah, I mean, they've had to figure out some other pieces other than Kelce. They have McKinnon playing a big role now. Kelce, Tony's slowly coming along, but I like Kelce this week.
Exactly, and yeah, I know it's a bit of a high number when you think about a tight end's receiving yards, right? But last week, LA Chargers' Gerald Everett had 109 receiving yards against the Jacksonville Jaguars, so... I like this one still. I think you might go triple digits in this one. I know I'm a little crazy here, but hey.
Yeah, I like it.
If I'm right, I will look like a genius.
It actually probably isn't, if you're on a normal sports book, to ladder, say, Travis Kelce's over, do 70, 80, 90, or 100 yards, and then also with A.J. Brown.
Oh, nice. All right, let's recap our top 5 here. CMC over 65.5 rushing yards. A.J. Brown over 70.5 receiving yards. Joe Burrow under 275.5 passing yards. Tyler's going with Brock Purdy under 239.5 passing yards. And I'm taking Travis Kelce over 77.5 receiving yards. Going tight end once again. I've been having so much success with tight ends this season that I actually looked up to see if there was something going on this season as compared to last. Like, why are they having so much success? But really, it's just like a 2% increase in targets to tight ends. So nothing that dramatic or anything.
Yeah, I just think this role is slowly evolving into more and more of a pass-catching role.
Yeah, and especially with the offensive scheming, to your point, and just finding the mismatches with the tight ends who are always 6'5" and 250. Yep. Get them matched up against some of the smaller guys on the defense. All right, those are our top 5 picks. And make sure to enter into our prop bets contest. If we hit all of our props, one randomly selected commenter will win $200. So all you have to do is like this video, subscribe to our channel, and comment anything below. Let us know who your props are. Who are you going with this weekend in Divisional Round? And check out LineStarApp.com to find our Props Edge Plus tool. And again, the PrizePicks app or the PrizePicks link is below. Use promo code BetFully for that $100 for new users. I think that's all the business I have to take care of.
I just looked up Travis Kelce, 6'5", 256.
Of course. That's the standard prototype of a tight end.
They're all 6'5", 250.
All right, good luck in all your prop bets this weekend. We'll see you next time.
Have a good one, guys. Bye.